Yeah, and like that a podcast begun, cause he answered well. What had happened was the content of the song is about people asking De La Soul members to listen to their demos.
Oh man, yeah.
And the whole ring, 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 ha, ha, hey is them giving out a phone number where, you would call and get this message, sorry you can't get through.
That wasn't the exact case, but let me tell you what we used to do. Random people come up to us. It would be me, any member in the group. And here's how it would go. They would come up and like, yo, Prince Paul, I got this demo. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, won't you check it out? Like, oh, man, I don't have that much time. But if you contact True Goy, he'll listen to your demo. Here's his number.
Oh, and you used to legit give out Dave's number?
Of course.
Wow.
Numbers, address. And we did that all to each other. So, you'd randomly get a call. Hey, this is, and like, he got me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just funny. I mean, it's mean when you think about it.
It's kind of mean. It's mean to the person giving y'all the music. It's mean to each other in the group.
But think about it. You're open mic ego. Mm-hmm. I'm sure people give you demos or have or links.
Yeah, now they send me links in my Facebook messages.
And not, of course, not naming names and not to be super mean because everybody's very sensitive nowadays. What percentages of those demos are bad?
I don't know. I don't listen to them. I swear.
Even worse than me.
Well, but I'm not sending them to Dave to make him listen to them. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe Dave might like it. He's might be more receptive.
I don't have time to click this. But if you send it to Video Dave, he's got more time than me.
Think how funny that is, though.
No, it's awesome. Like it's certainly a television show I would watch. But if I was in the group, I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, look, we were kids. I mean, okay, yeah, I was probably 22, 23 at the time, but I'm still young. Right. I still act the same now at 52 as I did in my 20s. I hate to say. I'm still jokey and stuff. And, I'm not as mean as I was, mean-spirited. I mean, for the joke,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I still have the same sense of humor, and it was just funny.
Well, how often did this happen?
A lot, all the time.
Like
everyone wanted
to
get on. Yeah. Anytime you go out in public, somebody rhymed. I used to have kids come over to my house. I remember one time I bought my mom a house in Massapequa, and I stayed there for maybe like a year. And somehow everybody found out that I lived at this house, or I stayed at this house. I remember I hear a knock at the door. I answer the door. It's two little kids like, hey, I'm such and such. Okay, let's think of a name. I'm Rappy and I'm Dappy. and we rhyme. And they start rhyming. I'm like, how'd you know I lived here? Like, and you're with your girl. You might be out at a restaurant or something. Yo, I remember when, slightly off the subject, when Gasface came out, Prince Paul, yo, Gasface, and I'm like, I'm trying to eat. I'm with a lady.
They would be making the gas face at you while you out in public?
Look, I would get stuff like this. I'm sitting somewhere and I hear, yo, man, that's Prince Paul. Hey, you think it's him? Yeah. Then all of a sudden, yo, I rhyme in time, I shrine to flying, and they're just trying to get my attention. I'm like, damn. I'm not looking at you. I'm going to purposely not look at you. Please let me go over there. Hey, you guys sound great. I'm going to give you guys a deal. Here's a contract. Sign right now.
You put that cigar back in your mouth again?
Hey, kid. All right, you got what it takes in this hip-hop industry. What do they think? That's TV.
That's true.
And that's random stories you might hear. Yeah, I was just chilling out in the mall, and all of a sudden, like Crisscross and Jermaine Dupri. It doesn't happen like that in the Prince Paul world. It does not. And plus, I didn't have the power to do that.
Well, let me ask you this. In the dozens and dozens of demos y'all got, did you ever hear anything that was interesting? Did anything ever come of that was positive, of like people trying to get y'all attention to pass y'all music, like out in the world?
No.
Wow.
I've had demos given to me. I mean, we might talk about this in a future episode, like Paul Barman and certain people that would, but I would say maybe out of 100 things, maybe like 2.5 things was good.
Okay.
And it was that bad. And you're right. After a while, you get so much, you just like, it's just not interesting anymore.
Right.
You know, you're just like, I don't got time for this. Even if it's good, you're just like,
Right.
You know. But
How something comes to you is kind of important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the presentation is everything. Right. So, that was fun. You know, I forgot about this. Yeah, we used to get this all the time.